Hey guys, if you're learning driving car in Germany, then this video is for you. It's not that you don't know how to drive. It is because the rules that make it difficult to drive. Sometimes it becomes very confusing which rule to follow, what should we do now, what should I go or should I not go, whether the priority of the right car is there or not. It is confusing. I know I have also experienced the same. So if you watch this video till the end, I'm pretty sure you will become more confident in your driving, and also if you are giving your practical driving exam, you will pass the exam. So be sure watch the video till the end, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Ankit Sakuja and I make videos for the expats who are living in Germany and for the people who want to come to Germany. If you haven't subscribed to my channel till now, do consider subscribing it. So now let's begin the video. So guys, right now the car is in the parking area and we are going out of the parking area to the city, and let's see how it goes.
तो यहाँ से तो एग्जिट ही नहीं है.
So as you see here, this minus sign, that is no entry zone. It means now you cannot really exit from this parking area from this side of the parkplatz. You have to go to the other side to exit. So guys, if you're driving slow, then you have enough time to react what is all around happening around you, and you can brake when it is required. As you have seen here that the car just suddenly came from the right. Anyhow, the car has the priority from the right, and I was having enough time to react and was able to brake my car. So basically in this, once the car has gone, your next job is to check to the right whether there is any other car coming from your right or not. If there is a car, then you have to give them the priority to go, else you are free to drive. So now you see the car in front of me has also stopped because there is a trailer from the right, and as you know, it's a priority to the right thing. Now if you see, this is the warning sign. That means stop a bit, pay attention to your surrounding, watch left and right what is happening. As you have also seen, this is a cycle path. Like when you are going out of the parking area, there is a cyclist path, and then you jump to the street, or basically go to the street. So you have to check whether there is a car, whether there is a bicyclist coming from either of the direction. If there is no bicyclist coming, then you can go through easily. If there is, you see someone who is very near, stop your car, give them the way, let them go, and then you are free to go. So right now, if you see, there's a red light and we have to stop, right? In the case, if the traffic light is not working, then the traffic signs are the one that you have to follow. For example, here in this case, the stop sign is there. That means you have to stop there for 3 seconds and watch your left and right. Check whether there is car coming or not. If there is a car or someone who want to cross the road, let them cross. Once they have done, they are through, then you are allowed to drive. If you see now, on the street where you are driving, there is a sign of cyclist also. This means that the cyclist is also allowed to drive on the same road. They are not going to drive on the footpath or the side path. They are going to drive on the street. That means you have to basically maintain a distance from them, because you are not sure what is the next move they are going to do, whether left, right, or they will brake. So as a driver, it is your uttermost responsibility to drive carefully when you are near a cyclist. Also, if you want to overtake, at least make sure to have at least 2 or 3 meters of distance from them when you're overtaking. This is really important when you're giving your practical exam also, or when you're driving. Do consider this thing. Make a distance, good enough distance from them, so when you are going through, or you are basically passing them. So the area in which I am driving, it is a city, and in the city you are not allowed to drive more than 50. See, this is a 30 zone. From after this board, you are entering a 30 zone. Here you see at the red light, this is a cycle symbol. That means this front area is reserved for the cyclist. So the cyclist can stop in front of you. Do not take their space. And yes, one more thing for the practical exam, guys. Once it is green, only then drive. And in the 30 zone on the street, on the street also it will be mentioned like 30 zone. So that you should remember this is a 30 zone. Drive slowly because there will be blitzer in this area. And you see this arrow, that means this is for you. That means like you have to go in this, you have to follow this lane, not the other side lane. So here you see like this symbol, that means the road ahead is narrow and you have to give other priority. So here what I did, I slowed down the car and let the other other car go. And also you see this is a pedestrian sign. That means this is a pedestrian walk. If there is someone standing, you have to stop your car, let them go. This is the important thing that the examiner check when you're driving the car. I have to go to right, and this symbol is like on this road you can go right, left, and at an angle also. And this is also, this yellow sign means the priority road, like you have more priority than the other guys who are coming from left or right. So they will for sure wait for you and will let you cross the road, then only they will go. And in this, if you are going straight in the dark thick line, then it is okay. But if you're taking a left or right, make sure to blink. Here, this is a 30 zone. Usually it is priority to the right. Most of the time the car can, like you see the car is basically stopped. It is parked here. But there is also possible like a car can come from this side. So usually I have to drive slow and let the other car go. But due to this sign, I have more priority and I can go straight. Now we are entering again a 30 zone. And here you see this is a narrow road and the car in the opposite side is stopped just to give us the priority. And you see here, this is the blitzer. You will always find it is hidden somewhere in the 30 zone. And if you are driving at 34 also, you will get flashed. So right now we are on the country road or Landstrasse. Now you see this yellow sign, like a name shield is there, which is telling in which city you are entering. Pay attention to this, because what does this mean is like now you are entering into a city, you have to reduce your speed to 50. This is the rule, like you have to reduce your speed to 50 when you're entering a city. So basically this is not going to be asked in the exam, but when you are driving and you want to take a rest, you will see this peace sign. That means yeah, you can stop your car here for some time, take rest, and then drive. See here, like if you see on this sign that this city, and then you see a red line, that means what? Now the city is like, you basically cross the city, it is gone, and the next city, that is Lübeck, is 28 kilometers away. And after this you see a 70 sign. That means again you are on the Landstrasse, you are allowed to drive at a 70 speed. Right now I want to drive straight, but if I continue to drive on this lane, that means I will be driving to the right, and that means that if I reach to the end of this road, I have to take a right turn. I cannot merge. So if you want to go straight, you should be aware of it. If you have gap, give an indication, or if you know that there is no gap, give an indication, so that the car behind you will slow down and will allow you to merge into the lane. So as you see, this is the bus lane and the cyclist lane. It is just reserved for the buses and cyclists. So as you see here, the car is indicating, that means it wants to come, it wants to merge and want to take a U-turn.
So now this is basically a roundabout. In this you have to first check your left if there is already some car in the roundabout, then let them go, and then you go. I am in the roundabout and the car here is watching me and they stopped. And also when you have to exit the roundabout, give the indicator so that the other car behind you knows, okay, this car is going to exit the roundabout. Right now I see like there is no pedestrian on this one, so I can uh, take my car on this. And if you see, the front car has stopped just because of the car that is in the roundabout, and this is the symbol of roundabout, and the angle, the triangle, means give way. So if you see here, there's a pedestrian who want to cross the road. So it is basically when you are coming out of the roundabout, you don't have the priority. You lose your basically the priority. You have to give other the priority. In this case, you see the pedestrian is crossing the road. He has more priority than you, and you have to stop your car and let them go. So now, right now, you see there's a solid line and then there's a checked line. What does this mean? This means the car on this lane, where in which, for example, I am driving, I am not allowed to go to the right. Okay, but if the car on the right want to come to the left side, it is allowed. So remember this when you are basically merging on the highway or want to change the lane. So now we are basically merging on the Autobahn, and what you have to keep in mind, first of all, you have to check the left side. When you're driving, you have to check like this. You have to do a shoulder blick. That means you have to check completely if there any car behind you or not, and also you have to turn on your left indicator. That means you are giving an indication to the car behind you that okay, this car is now going to merge into the lane, so that they can slow it down. If you basically do not try to merge and you think okay, I will continue on this lane, what will happen in after few meters, the road will end. Like you see here, the road is ending. Now you have to merge anyhow. You are not allowed to drive on in the right side of the solid line. Okay, this is just, if this road is for the maintenance, or the, like if your car broke down, then you are allowed to put your car here. So and call for the help, Panhilfe, but you are not allowed to drive on this lane. Okay. Also on the Autobahn, there is proper information, like you don't need to worry about when is the next petrol station, petrol pump also. You will see like this shields where the naming signs or whatsoever, I don't know the name. These are the symbols. You will see on the Autobahn the symbols like okay, in next 500 meters there is a petrol pump. And now if you see, this is the Autobahn. In this I am driving in the slowest lane, which is around 100, in which right now I'm driving at around 100 or so. But if you're driving in the middle lane or in the left lane, then you are actually driving very fast. Yeah, now you see like I'm driving on the left side of the lane of the Autobahn. That means I would be driving around 150, 170 kilometer per hour. But if there is a car that is much faster than me and it is behind my car, then I have to give them the way. I have to move my car to the middle by giving the indication that okay, right indication is there, and I will merge into the middle lane and let the car behind me go. Like if you see, the car in front of me is doing the same. Usually when you are driving on Autobahn and you are at a very fast speed, make sure to maintain some distance. Usually it's a distance of 3 cars in between, so that when in case of emergency you have to brake, you have enough distance to brake. So in this you see like the speed limit is 80 on this lane, and this lane. Plus you see there is an X. That means you are not allowed to drive on this lane. Well guys, that's it in this video. This is the final part of driving car in Germany. If you haven't watched the First two parts of these videos, do consider watching them. This is basically, they are about the signs and the warning symbols that you must follow when you're driving in Germany. They are basically the theoretical concepts, and this video is for the practical one.